Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Sweetie here and welcome to Sweet Trends TV. Thanks for joining us today. If you're new to the channel, kindly make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Trending in the news today, aggrieved government workers have stormed the Roads and Highways Ministry in Accra to demand for payment of arrears. About 70 contractors were spotted on the ministry's campus, and even though meetings have been going on between the Minister of Roads and Highways and the government contractors chief director or whatever they call him, they are still not convinced because some claim that they have not been paid since 2016, whilst others also stated that they have been forced to lay off workers because some of their properties have been confiscated and business is some way for them. And so they are there to demand their money. Others also claim that they were just there to entertain themselves until they hear good news. So I guess you've seen the different categories of people that were actually there. And so about 70 people flooded the place, and a police truck filled with armed policemen was seen patrolling the campus just in case things go south. And so we'll be following the stories and bringing you close updates as soon as we receive it. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Alright guys, so on to our African report for today. Couple of days ago, I reported to you guys about Ethiopia's announcement to ban motorcycles in their capital, Addis Ababa, due to increased crime rate, which is usually being done on motorcycles or with motorcycles. And so the ban was announced and it took effect yesterday. Most businesses have been forced to close down because most of their business depends on motorcycles which they use. And people have been complaining, it's been trending on Twitter, and nobody seems to bother because they made the announcement and they expected people to do these preparations before the ban actually took effect. But hey, here are some comments from Twitter so that you guys can actually enjoy it. Alright guys, so still on the African report for today, Nigeria's parliament was on lockdown yesterday, Tuesday, after a group of Shiite Muslim protesters clashed with the police in front of the National Assembly building, which is Nigeria's parliament house. Now, according to a witness who happens to be a member of the Islamic Movement of Nigeria, IMN, who also happens to be a protester, he claimed that the police shot and killed 2 people. And so that was his witness statement. But then the police are also blaming the Shiite Muslims or the protesters, claiming that they violently came into the place and wanted to enter, and that's what led to the clash. And so about 6 policemen, according to the police people, have been injured, and guys, the chaos was unsurmountable. But the parliament was put on lockdown, and we'll still be following the story and bring you close updates as soon as we receive it. But according to reports, since 2015, about 400 Muslim protesters have been killed by the Nigerian police force, and it's not actually a good thing because they see them in a different light, and usually when they meet with them, there's a clash, you know, people are fighting and all of that. But hey, our Muslim brothers, we know that peace reigns in your hearts, and maybe it's not actually the fault of the Muslim people, but it's actually the mentality of the Nigerian police. And so it's a two-sided thing. But hey, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Alright guys, so we're at that part that you guys enjoy the most, our trending video of the day. And in today's video, you see I'm laughing already. It's not really a laughing matter, but some of you might actually laugh it off. Here's today's trending video of the day.
We are the before Sika. Obi betimi I know I just came from Burma or Adisa.
Oh yeah, Obi betimi I be a GBB from Burma because Obi betimi is sex. If that's it, that is if you have you're having sex with the partner. Now you so with Sika or Mawa, you use it. It's just the sweetness and normal herbs. And Ma will channel upgraded from every woman's own to a higher place.
Alright guys, you've seen it for yourselves. You heard the lady during the interview that it's not really a juju sort of thing or a voodoo sort of thing, but it's actually a nice herb that spices the thing. That's the vajayjay for the lady, so that any man that falls in it would give in to their request. Now, this is a new level of voodooism. People will call it modern voodooism or 21st century voodooism. That is where things that goes beyond the physical mind is actually being opened up and being accepted physically as if it's normal. Yes, and so I'm wondering what kind of herbs can be put in a girl's vajayjay that allows any man that sleeps with her to give in to her request easily. I mean, these girls, you can see them, they are targeting rich people. And so if you're a rich man, a rich dude, and any of these girls slide into your DM or you happen to meet them, give them a ride, and then they easily give themselves to you and you do this, you'd find yourself wanting. And so beware if you're a guy, and if you're a lady, come on, stay away from this. This is a new level of stupid, and this is actually something that has a spiritual backing, and therefore it has consequences. So hey, you'd want to stay off. If you're going to get a rich dude who would actually want to take care of you, you're going to find one based on your character and not by using some herbs in your vajayjay, because of course I'm not going to be the one to fall for that. But if you're a guy out there, a lady out there, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Alright guys, so on to entertainment news for today. Today is Sarkodie's birthday. Now Sarkodie, whose real name is Michael Owusu Ado, has been celebrated a lot today, and lots of people are wishing him, including his wife, Tracy Sarkis. She posted on her Instagram saying that the King of Kings, you know, blah, 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 wishing him a nice prayer and saying in Jesus' name, amen. Happy birthday, Sarkodie. You have really turned the face of the Ghana music industry. We appreciate you, even though sometimes you brag too much. Maybe it's just a brand thing, or maybe it's actually a real thing. I've met Sarkodie personally, and I think he's a cool dude, okay? So maybe outwardly, for branding's sake, he does that to portray that image, but inwardly, if you know him as a good friend or if you know him personally, you know that he's different. But hey, Sarkodie's news aside, let's move on to Stonebwoy, aka Beam. Yes, now Stonebwoy was found in the offices of Jay-Z's company, Tidal. Now for those of you who don't know Tidal, it's a music streaming service that's also like what Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, Deezer, and yes, 54 Vibes also does the same. And so Stonebwoy was found in the offices of Tidal. He was freestyling, looked like he was hanging out with a couple of people. We don't know whether it was an interview or maybe there's a deal coming up. That I am a CD, they will never dig me down. Ah boy, talk, they can do what I'm on a town. Yo, talk see the song right. And so yes, big ups to Stonebwoy for making waves, pushing Ghana music out there. We celebrate you also, even though it's not your birthday. And so still on some entertainment news, Wendy Shay, who was allegedly sacked by the Youth Employment Agency following her controversy with ex-president John Agyapong, has stated that even though she lost her job, she has not lost her life. Now she posted on her Instagram and she said that losing my job doesn't mean I've lost my life, I keep moving. And she released a new music video, and so the post was actually a caption to part of the video or excerpt of the video, and people are saying that hey, it's just music lyrics. People are also saying it's actually a real thing and she's trying to use her music because she's a musician to move on in life. But I'm going to do a review to that music video because I found her mixing some past tense with some present tense. And Wendy Shay, I know you schooled in Germany. I know English is not your major, but hey, this is Ghana, and I felt that with all your slang and slanging, maybe you should step up a bit or take an English class or even use Duolingo and learn more English. Alright guys, so on to some sports news for today. The Black Stars crashed out 2 days ago out of the AFCON tournament. I reported that yesterday, and all the Ghanaian celebrities that, you know, they did grieve and cry, and some lost their bet and all of that. If you want to watch all of that, if you missed that video, you can find it up here or in the description below. So the Black Stars, they crashed out of the tournament, and according to a reporter from Kasapa FM, who actually was on the grounds with them in Egypt, had some revealing details about something that could have cost their performance. And here's the full report of what the guy said. Some of us came to work in Egypt and didn't sleep on the job. We have all the exclusives about the Black Stars players. Some of these players whom the state spent huge monies on, after being camped on the 3rd floor of the hotel they resided in, brought their girlfriends in and lodged them on the 4th floor in the same hotel. They go up to the 4th floor and engage in bouts of sex before every match. Some of these girls came from Dubai. Just 2 months, these players who had been given $36,000 as qualification bonus each were so money conscious and couldn't control their libidos and had so much sex, affecting their performance in the process. Some of us journalists were not comfortable with what was happening but decided to keep our mouths shut until the end of the tournament. In the AFCON 2013, the same thing happened when some Black Stars players brought their girlfriends to camp, and it was resolved that that wouldn't happen again. But here we are with the same behavior being repeated in Egypt. We have a lot to say when we return to Ghana. We've told the players that they've hugely disappointed Ghanaians because a lot of money was invested in them. Alright guys, you heard it for yourselves. A very sad report, right? The investigations are being put into these allegations because it's actually not been proven. So until there's evidence, it's just an allegation. But hey, we'll be following this story and bringing you close updates as soon as we receive it. But let me also know about what you think about this statement in person. I mean, the guy was on the grounds, and it could be that he's been paid to tarnish their image, or it's actually the truth. Thoughts as always is welcome in the comment section below. And so still on some sports news, Jordan Ayew is set to permanently join Crystal Palace after he was loaned to Crystal Palace from Swansea City, and the deal is set to be worth £2.5 million. And it has not yet been finalized, but talks are going on behind the scenes, and so we'll let you know if it's been finalized before the transfer season ends. And our final sports story for today, Nottingham Forest have finally agreed to sign Albert Adomah. Yes, now Albert Adomah actually left Aston Villa to Nottingham Forest, and it's kind of amazing. Okay, now about Albert Adomah, when Middlesbrough qualified from the championships into the Premier League, they dropped him to Aston Villa, and Aston Villa qualified to the Premier League and they've dropped him to Nottingham Forest. And so I don't know if this is a curse or what, but the guy leads teams to qualify to the English Premier League and they drop him in the championship, so they don't actually move with him. And so it's really a shaky situation, and maybe he's contempt, maybe he doesn't really have a problem, but hey, I'll do a deep dive into this guy's story and we'll let you guys know when it's fully out. Thanks for joining us today. If you're new to the channel, kindly make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, share with your family, friends and loved ones, and like I always say, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Look, sudden planes, all the dreams.